Welcome to the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel. My name's Angela and welcome to Vlogtober day 8. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I've just stepped out of the shower. Sorry for the crazy hair. I've kind of quickly dried it off partially with a hairdryer, but I haven't brushed it, so probably shouldn't be recording, but whatever, real life people. So I didn't want to get up this morning. I don't suffer from Monday blues like I did when I worked in an office, but yeah, I really could have just slept for another few hours. But it's not to be. So plans for the day, I've got Monday morning group in the shop, and then it'll be usual Monday afternoon shenanigans. I am planning on hopping on a train to Cardiff, catching a movie, grabbing some lunch if I have time, although it's going to be pretty tight between me getting off the train and the start of the movie, so it might just be snacks today. I am planning on casting on my hot socks sock, the yarn I wound up yesterday for a little bit of cinema knitting, and yeah, that's as far as the plans go really. I am wearing my shorty socks today for socks of the day. So these are a pair of Rose City Rollers. Yeah, Rose City Rollers. And they're knit from yarn that I picked up when we were on our trip to New Zealand. Hello again. The day is nearly done. It's about 5:30. I've just got home. I went for my usual Monday afternoon jaunt to Cardiff and I went to see a movie. Hopefully you'll have seen a little bit of footage from that excursion just before this section. Apologies for the light. I've closed the blind above me because it was really bright, so that means all the light's coming from the window over there, so I've got one bright side of my face, but hopefully you can forgive me for that for a couple of minutes of chatter. I started my Grundle hot socks sock today, and so I did the cuff while I was at the shop this morning. Oh, the group this morning was absolutely hilarious. I love all the groups that we have, but some of the conversations, honestly, but yeah, it was a brilliant morning. And then I hopped on the train to catch a movie, and so while I was in the shop I cast on the cuff for this sock, and then at the movies I joined in the main colour. So it wasn't until I got out of the cinema that I really saw how this colour was knitting up, and I'm really loving it so far. Don't know how well you're going to be able to see that with the crazy light situation that we have. I think the green cuff is a Drops Fable solid colour. I bought a few solid colours when they had a sale a couple of years ago, specifically to use as contrast heels, toes and cuffs. So I'm not entirely sure of the full details on that one, but the hot socks is knitting up lovely. I love this sort of faded nature of the stripes. It kind of reminds me of like peeling paint, that sort of, you know, oldie, faded, used look. So I'm really enjoying that so far. Don't think there's going to be much of this green in the sock, but yeah, I'm pleased that I picked the green as the contrast. So I've got about, I think, 15 or so rounds left of the leg to do before I finish. This yarn's really soft, so I'm going to be interested to see how it wears. Unusually for commercial sock yarns, this has got a bit of cashmere in, I believe. So it's 75% wool, 20% polyamide and 5% cashmere. So it's the Grundle Hot Socks pearl colour, and the shade is shade 3. Those are just going to be worked on ad hoc now. There's no rush to get them finished. They're going to be for me. It's been a little while since I knit myself a vanilla sock, so looking forward to them. But they're way down on the priority list in terms of things that I do have to knit on. Still waiting to iron out the issues with the sample knit I'm doing for quail, which is starting to yank my chain a little bit this week. Anyway, until then I get to knit on what I like, but the socks probably will just live in my bag and get knit on as and when. Before I sign off, I thought I'd chat to you a little bit about the hexie puffs that I started to work on yesterday. In the end, I didn't join all of the rows that I anticipated to the sewn piece that I'd already put together. I decided that that would just be too big for the space that it's intended for, and as long as you don't mind putting up with a little bit of mess, and I hope you won't, I'm going to pop in a little bit of video here to show you how that rug looks in front of the chair up here in my cozy corner in the craft room. I'm really pleased with how that looks, but I've got quite a few hexie puffs left over, so I'm actually going to put the rest of them together to make a little seat pad for the seat that I'm sitting on now. I've got just a swivel chair at my sewing desk, so I am starting to put together the remaining hexie puffs for that. That might mean that I need to knit a few more hexie puffs to make the cushion pad big enough for the seat of the chair, but that's okay. This is therefore going to be my whip of the week. I'm going to see how far I get with it. Happy to report I finished my sleeves, which was the goal for the whip of the week last week, but I would talk way more about these projects when I do my full video. Plans for this evening, not really sure. I'll have to make some dinner at some point. But yeah, I think there'll be some knitting, but I'm not exactly sure what I will work on yet. I'll just see what mood takes me when I get to it. I've got some boring house chores to do right now before I get to relax, so I'm off to do that now, but I shall say goodbye to you all for today. Thanks so much for everyone who has been joining me for these videos, and thanks to people who have been leaving lovely comments. Yeah, it really does make my day when I know that there are people out there watching and enjoying the videos, so thank you so much. But I hope you have a lovely few hours, whatever you're up to when you are watching this, and with any luck I should be back for more Vlogtober shenanigans tomorrow. Bye for now.